I think the first question we have to ask, though, who did a better job of taking a picture of the Sitco sign to announce that they're running the Boston Marathon? Was it Molly Seidel's
Mm,
Sitco sign on Instagram?
okay.
It's in good, clear view, or do you have the
Mm,
subtleness that Des Linden did? If it showed a Des Linden one, well, where it's a little more and blurry because she's more in
mm.
the foreground. What do you think?
In,
What Sitco selfie do we like
in,
most?
interesting. Okay, yeah. More subtlety here. And Dez's caption connects well to the photo because she's not saying, I'm excited to announce I am running the Boston Marathon. She has the, if they ask about me, tell them I'm not done yet. Eyes up, let's go. Now she has a link back to the field and then she does hashtag Boston Marathon. But the picture matches the caption really well. Can we see Molly's one more time? Because I don't think I've seen that angle, that particular angle of the Sitco sign with that little, that townhouse in the foreground as well too. Hers says, "Finally get to run the marathon. See you in Boston." Oh man, this is close. This is really close.
I had no idea
Eh,
there was a Sitco emoji that she's using in her "See You in Boston." I also
Oh
want to think
wow.
who,
Yeah.
how are these photos generated? Because I feel like runners, for some crazy reason, always have some man or woman in the right
Mhm.
spot to take their "I'm
I think
not
it's staged,
posing
Gordon.
for
I think it's
you,
staged.
I'm running" photo. Like
Yeah.
there's so many fake running photo selfies in the running world,
Yeah.
especially on the American side, in the distance world. Like you don't see this as often on the sprint side. Like you don't see like casual like sprinters just constantly posting, "Oh, I'm on a run and
Yeah.
here's a photo," you know?
The one
The way they do
the
the amount of self promotion. Not, I mean, they're supposed to, right? They're influencers. They're paid by brand to run in these
Yeah.
shirts
Yeah, I get.
and these shoes and let the people see it. But it is kind of funny because it's a very awkward situation. Like if you really look at this photo of Molly,
Is she
like
running on a
there's clearly
sidewalk?
there's clearly someone in front of her with a camera, and
Yeah.
she's like looking over to the right. Like
Yeah, it's a
it's
promotional
kind of
shot.
a
It's a
yeah.
promotional shot, Gordon. That's the whole point.
I
But is
get
she
it.
running on a sidewalk there or the road? I can't tell because this might sway my decision one way or the other.
Well, she's running on the wrong side of it if it's a road, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'm going to give, even though it's blurred, I'm gonna give the edge to Des here because I'm old school. I think I like it a little less staged, and even though it is staged, all these things are staged. I like how it looks more realistic. And running on the sidewalk there on the wrong side gives that away. So I'll go with Linden there. I also like the crane, the construction crane there too, like building. She's building towards something. I don't know if that was the subtext of it, but I do like that. To your
We
point
should
about
do it.
photos, to your point about
Yeah.
photos, these ones I understand. You're in a major city. Hey, I'm going to run a race. I got to get a photo. That's part of my deal. The ones I don't get are when they post these trail running pictures where they got to be out in the middle of nowhere and it's a head on shot. So they clearly went out with somebody who got in front of them and took a photo. And then it's not your training partner, I'm assuming, because it's not as if you're training with another really fast person, are you like, hey, fellow Olympian, can you be my photographer for this shot? Maybe runners are so nice that they do that. So likely the person taking the picture is, a friend or someone who's probably just dying to even keep up because you're running with an Olympian and a really fast person. And then you got to take the photo. They're going to run by unless they just are nice and stop. And then you got to hustle and then get in position for the next shot. So the ones I don't get are the trail ones where they're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, especially this photo of Des Linden. She says, a run-up's obsession with outside running in the worst winter conditions. Yeah, but like it's probably off for that person who took the photo's hands, right? They're probably
Yeah, yeah,
freezing their
exactly.
hands off taking this
It's
photo,
hard to hit your
trying to,
phone with the gloves on.
they're trying to get it in focus, like
Yeah.
with numb fingers. Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should do a podcast where we kind of do a power ranking of
Uh huh.
who's
Yeah.
really good at this whole fake selfie game in the running
Yeah.
world. Because there's some people who are good at it, some who aren't, some who don't even try,
Mhm.
some who do it in a funny way.
Yeah.
I really like the way, like, I mean, Kipchoge always posts random, like, photos, like, of him, like, dancing, which I always think is fun.
Yeah.
He
But he's got a guy for that,
but
I'm assuming,
he probably does have a guy.
because those ones are look super, super high def and really well done. Not to say, someone couldn't figure out how to do that, but they look like it's like from a professional photo shoot. I think that's a great idea for an episode. It's something I've wondered about for a long time. When they have photos of them running on the track, I get it. I understand it more because a bunch of people are, hey, your workout's done. Can you take some photos? Or maybe the photographer comes out that day for such and such brand and they take a bunch of pictures. It's these ones that I don't get. Now, maybe there's a road like a quarter mile from the trail and we just don't see it and it looks super secluded. And that's how they're able to get the photos. But a lot of these, they look like they're in pretty remote places and they have these beautifully staged shots that go up. I'll tell you what, I would not like this part of being a pro runner. I understand why they have to do it, but it's just hard enough just to do the workout, and then you gotta get home and you gotta, like, scroll through. That one's good. There's snot coming out of my nose on that one. Yeah. My socks look funny on this one. I don't know. It would be a tough part